MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go, strike!
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lowry got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Tyler Bass will be kicked off for Buffalo.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. start on the ground. Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this down to the 33. A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that play.
And sometimes all your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the... And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 28, Jets nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
19 right.
Operating from the gun, Lowry. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
First down, Bills.
Okay, break.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Lowry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 1st and 10, Lowry. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready? Head the street, head the street. Street, street.
Throwing to start the drive. Lowry going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Off play action. Lowry. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On second down, a run with Hall. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well, and big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Hall, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They go play action with Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. But a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball. But instead, it turned out to be a touchdown, and maybe I go figure it out on their sideline.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2. Lowry, he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And Cook running on first down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Lowry. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down, Bills.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Ready?
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss